Live. There we are.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Frank here for the Bakersfield Gentleman with my brother Miguel at Culebras Lounge here in Bakersfield, California. And quite an eventful weekend. We had not only WWE Backlash, but Henry making his return, and Canelo Alvarez fighting for the first time in Guadalajara, Mexico, in I think like 10 years. So a lot of big stuff going on in the sports entertainment industry and the MMA and boxing. Um, yeah, it was a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So if you guys missed any of it, don't worry. We're gonna recap some of it for you guys right here. But before we do that, Mike, I am going to start to do some sharing. So if you want to talk a little bit about this weekend, you can.
Yeah, actually getting some other stuff real quick too. We'll let you go more into it as well, but just a quick thank you to both sponsors, Artista Cigars and Cigar Heritage Festival. Thomas, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. I have been doing a little more expanding for the base of where you can find us, guys. As you can see now, when we go live, we are also on Twitter now. So if you want to watch there instead of on Facebook or YouTube for whatever reason, you have another option. The only thing is, I don't think you can comment live on what do you call it? Facebook. So that is what it is. Um, whatever happened to the musical? We have to redo that. I got to remake that montage. That's a good question, though, Eduardo. I definitely think we should bring that back. I just have to improve upon it, make it a little nicer, make it a little more sleek. I think it probably include new pictures and new video because we got plenty of stuff. But not only that, the Twitter and now getting back to the Rumble thing, I forgot we were even on there, honestly. It's just not as prevalent a site as we use, but it's still something that if you guys like it, you're more than welcome to watch over there as well. The videos aren't live, but they do get posted there. Whatever happens on the YouTube channel goes over there as well. And I think I'd like to start doing something exclusive just for Rumble. Because it seems like it's going to be a
when you say Rumble like that, I keep thinking of the Royal Rumble, not the platform.
Oh my goodness! No, it seems like it's going to be a platform that is very, very open, very less on the censorship side. So I think that'll be a big help. Just because if anything happens with the accounts, whether it's here on Facebook or YouTube, I feel like those would be the first two that something would go wrong. So I think Rumble and Twitter are going to be the ones that can keep us going, just in case there is any problems with the other sites. Not that there are. Not that we've had any kind of I don't think any copyright disputes. I don't think we have any violations right now on anything. But I want to just be foolproof later on. So if you guys, like watching, we can always get to you wherever you might be. We're always watching you too. We're going after you in the most nice sense I could be. Excuse me. Having said that, as you might have noticed last week, we also got the podcast going back again. That is on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Radio Public, and I believe there's one more that I cannot remember the name. It's one that I don't use, so I forget it. But it was an option to go on there, so I was like, well, why not? Why not spread the love? And that is what we did. This weekend was a hell of a lot of fun, though. Frankie is not wrong. There was several different pay-per-views all at once, none of which I watched the night of. So I was a little behind the times, but only because I was busy Saturday night. Here at Culebras, there was a taster. Some of the members put it on. Absolutely phenomenal time. Hey, Cam, how you doing? Cam was there. Cam was at that taster. He knows what's up. And what's up, Love Spreaders? Oh, my gosh. What? I think that's the name of a new cigar right there, but it's going to be a very awkward band.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a whole lot of really good, what's the word I'm looking for, stuff happening this week. A lot of really good events. Richard, we'll get into that in a minute, too. We're definitely talking Backlash. That's going to happen. But as far as the cigar, what up, Lakers or Warriors tonight? I'm going Lakers. I'm definitely going Lakers, Archie. And Amber Renfield was blah. Oh, that's
I don't want to hear that.
For those listening only, these are comments, and Amber either ruined it or she doesn't have good taste in movies. I don't know. And so far, I agree with most of her opinions. So I'm very scared for what I'm going to think of Renfield.
And she says the Pope's Exorcist not that great.
It didn't look that great to me.
That's disappointing me. Those are both movies that I wanted to see, so that is disappointing to me. This is not a plug for Regal Entertainment, but if you guys have a Regal theater in your area, which a lot of people should have, sign up for that 19 or 18.99 a month unlimited movies. I signed up this past month, and I've already been to 2 movies, so my pad's already paid for.
Boom, month done. But then it's the months you forget
Mhm.
is where they get you, and you're gonna go. You're probably gonna get a snack in there. It's most likely gonna happen. They know what they're doing, and I believe they also lock you in for a year, so you cannot quit.
Well, I mean, summer's coming up. Someone wants to spend more time in theater, anyways.
Oh yeah, I believe you can go multiple times a day.
Mhm.
So crank down the AC at your place and just go take theirs. Eduardo says Renfield and Pope's Exorcist were both awesome to me. Even seen Renfield twice now. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Renfield was cute. I don't know how I feel about that, about it being cute. And then Richard, I still need to see Evil Dead. Right? Yep.
Yeah, as do I.
Same here.
As do I. I haven't seen that yet. I think the last movie I saw was Guardians of the Galaxy 3 last Thursday when that came out. So, which again we talked about. Both of us loved that movie.
Oh, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Yeah.
I wish you got unlimited popcorn with that deal, but they would lose money.
If there was some kind of actually no, it wouldn't even make sense. It was like $20, and you get like a metal tin one or something you could take and have refilled. Maybe like $1 every time you went in or something. Then they probably wouldn't lose money because you're gonna forget it. Oh gosh, what is the amusement park that does that? You buy their cup and you can have an entire year of soda basically at the park. I think it's Six Flags because they have their summer pass. They have their summer pass. They have the year pass. They have the double pass for Hurricane Harbor in them, and then they have food pass. They've got passes for everything. They got passes so you don't have to wait in line. They got passes so you can make other people wait in line for you. That's not real, but the rest is. So I believe some kind of deal like that could work for the theaters.
It might. It'd be fun to see. But yeah, popcorn. It's a concession where they make all their money. I mean, they might as well let you in for free to watch the movie because it's a concession where they make all their money. So
that's since day one too.
Yeah. Even back when it was a nickel.
Yeah, truly.
So getting on to this past weekend. We did have a taster here at the club, which was a lot of fun. So thank you to the guys who threw the taster. The food was great. Cigars were great. They handed out a Cavalier and an Aganorsa Supreme Leaf. So 2 really good quality cigars for our taster.
Yeah, we didn't leave here until like 1 a.m.
Yeah, we left pretty late. We ended up getting into a couple games of Coup and a couple games of Cards Against Humanity. And with that being said, I mean, you're going to lose track of time with all those games. So it was a lot of fun. Now, I didn't watch the Henry Ceruto fight live, unfortunately, but I was aware that he was fighting. From the replay that I did see, though, it was a decent fight. I went to the scorecards, and unfortunately, he didn't make the comeback he was hoping for. But all in all, it was an okay fight. I didn't see him winning, so I was fine with the split decision. I think it should have been a unanimous decision, but judges were scored how they were scored. I mean, they might have seen something that I didn't see, or they might not just be that good of a judge. But all in all, well, I mean, there's been some where they'll give the fighter that lost like 4 extra rounds, and they should have gone, and like the other 2 scorecards and the people that are like in the press that do a scorecard are all so close, like within 1 or 2 off of each other, and this guy's like 4 or 6 to the other side. It's like, how?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. Before we get too far into that, though, I did have a question for you guys, and feel free to do this now. Speaking of all the movies, before we get too far away from that, I want you to tag someone that you would not want to go to the movies with. Don't tell them why you tagged them. Just see if they can guess it from the talks or whatnot. But there's always that one person who talks too much. I used to do it all the time. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would talk through half the movie. So I want to see who you guys would tag for that. As far as the fights go, I did not realize they all lined up like the exact same time. Basically, you're looking at those UFC, boxing, and WWE.
Yep.
Totally forgot the WWE wasn't happening. I was more concerned about the Canelo fight, and that I think we didn't even get a chance to watch. We were here.
No, I did see the replay of that as well. Much better fight, much more interesting. Canelo knocked him down a few times. One of them got ruled a slip, not a knockdown. But he was in control. I mean, the whole fight. I mean, the other guy, he did a decent job of trying to keep it close. But I mean, it's Canelo Alvarez, man. What you gonna do?
Very difficult. Wild Bill Soda does something similar at cons where you bring the mug and get a cheap refill. I like that. At Cowboys games, you can buy a $10 souvenir bucket and it comes with unlimited refills during the game. That's not bad. Have you guys snuck beer in before? I usually do 4 or 5 during the movie. I will do a couple of those little shots maybe. But now that a lot of places are having alcohol, especially up here, there's it's not a Regal. What is the Studio Movie Grill?
Mm-hmm.
They have a $5 any drink on Tuesdays. So for $5, and then I think the movie tickets are like $5 too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, $20 you can go watch a movie and really enjoy yourself. What are you smoking on? Okay, yeah, it is the Lucky You. Is our Connecticut release, guys. This is a Connecticut wrapper over Dominican Piloto binder, Dominican, Cameroon, and Pennsylvania Lajero fillers. Very nice stuff. This is the Robusto size here, so that's a 5 by 50 ring gauge. The next one up is going to be the 6 by 52, and then 6 by 54, and then lastly is the 6 by 60 Gordo, and all 4 come in that. What's up, John? And then here we go. Is Floyd Mayweather the greatest champion ever? Absolutely not. No way. That dude knows the game really well.
Yeah.
He knows how to fight, which means he knows points. I do not think if he actually got, with somebody who knew the game as well as him and could counteract something like that, he would not win.
There's reasons why he won the fights that he won because he's really smart about who he fought, when he fought them. Just because he's 51 or whatever and doesn't make him the greatest fighter. I don't think, in my opinion.
No.
I mean, you have fighters that are better.
Cesar Chavez was like 70 something at one point, and then he did another like 50 He just lost like 3 or 4 fights. More than that at the end. By the end of it, but that's because he wouldn't stop fighting, and he also wasn't taking it seriously. He wasn't taking himself seriously. He was doing drugs and stuff. He let it all go to his head. If Mayweather's smarter than that, I'll say that. He never. I don't think he ever got down to those like dark paths. He invested his money. He built a brand behind himself. He's smart. That doesn't mean you're the greatest champion of all time.
Right.
When I watched him versus Pacquiao on my birthday, like 7 years ago or something,
mm-hmm.
It was basically him just bopping Pacquiao. It was like, got a point, and then running away the entire time. I was bored as hell. And that was like an $80 pay-per-view just to watch him get some light cardio, and Pacquiao, unfortunately, just taking the brunt of it.
Mm-hmm.
So disappointing to say the least. Are you guys going to see Little Mermaid Thursday before Frightmare? Alamo Draft is within walking distance. Actually, instead of Little Mermaid, I think something else comes out. I don't think I'm gonna watch that movie at all. I don't like the Disney lives.
No,
they're all boring to me.
Commercials look bad to me. I'm sorry. Nothing against any of the actors or actresses, but the commercial, the previews that I've seen, they don't look good. So I'm not gonna waste my time.
No, a part of their world for you, huh?
No,
that's okay. And then can Canelo now beat Mayweather in his prime? No.
It depends.
I don't think so.
Depends on what weight class they're gonna fight at. If Mayweather has to come up a bit and Canelo has to drop a little bit, I think so.
That's more realistic.
Yeah, because he'll still keep his power. But if Canelo had to drop all the way down to Mayweather, then no. That'd be too much.
Yeah, I guess what weight class is Mayweather in right now, or what was he in? He's not in it.
I don't know what he's in right now, or what he would be in.
Yeah, he wasn't anything. Maybe his weight class.
Canelo's a 4 weight class champion, which is, crazy.
That's impressive. I mean, he went a little too wide with it, but yeah. Mm-hmm. As long as someone is good, Mayweather will duck. He is very good at that. I'm telling you, he's really good at playing the points game. That doesn't mean he's gonna, that doesn't make you the best, in my opinion.
Right.
It's like Moneyball, but he just happened to be better at it than the Oakland A's during that time period.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, though, like I said, a lot of good stuff he did do. Like he helped kept the sport itself alive.
Right.
That kind of spectacle people want to see. They want to see undefeated champions. And he was good at being that. Tom, how you doing? Good to see you. What else? Like there's always. I think the bigger arguments are always for the heavyweights.
Right, Ali versus Tyson. That's probably the number one contested heavyweight question that I've ever been posed. I know that they had asked Ali live on TV with Tyson there, saying who would win, and Ali said he was faster.
Yeah,
but if Tyson got one punch on him, it'd be lights out.
Yeah, I love that. So that little like, that's me. And he literally friggin' like pretends to faint in this chair. He was just so entertaining. Mm-hmm. I think that's another part that makes him one of the greatest as well. Yeah,
but I am firmly in the camp that if Tyson's able to get in on him, like he did a lot of people, because he's shorter, much shorter than Ali. But it was the speed of Ali that nobody that Tyson faced had.
Tyson wasn't slow either.
No, not by any means. But Ali's much faster. If Tyson was able to do what he does and get in close and rock his head a couple of times, I think that Ali would definitely be in trouble, and that Mike Tyson would beat him. Yeah,
he closes that ring, he cuts it off. It's no contest. Real quick, wait, Eduardo's got no worry, brother. Talk to you soon. I don't want his job. I wish I made Mayweather money. I would have let people punch me all day long if I made Mayweather money.
He makes more money off promoting the fights now.
If I could do that, I would do that too. What do you call it? I have seen Bevmo's 2 boxes of Jack Daniels. Yeah, they have some still over there. Get them now before it's all gone. And then just want to say, hey Samuel, I haven't seen you in a while, brother. Hope everything's good.
Yeah, brother.
In Arizona, right? Let me know in the comments. I'm not positive. Or don't tell anyone if you don't want them to know where you live.
Now that you gave it away?
Yeah, my bad. I don't know where he lives. I'm just joking. Anyway, the more ridiculous scenarios though are not Tyson versus Ali, but it's like Tyson versus Bruce Lee, and people are like throwing these random ass fights together, like Butter fighting Machida, and who would win? Well, yeah, you've seen these kind of fights before. Like I think Pride did a lot of them.
Yeah,
the super heavyweight guy versus the little dude running around, and the little dude usually has some good times in there, gets some good kicks, and evades pretty well. But as soon as he gets sat on, it's over.
Yeah,
or he able to get his way out, and the big guy cannot get up anymore. I think those are the crazier talks when you're talking about fighting, at least. So Arizona, yes, but surviving. Oh, good. As long as you're surviving, brother, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to see you.
That's good. We're happy for that. Heck yeah. Yeah. So Canelo, he wins, which I'm happy with. Small crowd, only 15,000.
What was the venue though?
Guadalajara, Mexico, soccer stadium.
Oh, that's a really small venue. Yeah. I wonder why. That's maybe it was meant to be that way for some reason. Then again, you're talking about an area of the world right now that needs to keep things very under control. I don't think you could do that with soccer as far as like trying to limit that many people.
Mm-hmm.
But a boxing match, you could at least keep people out, sell just enough tickets where everyone's happy they made their money, and then bounce. I think that's the only case to say about that. 15,000, that's small. That's smaller than the WWE one, which I think was like 17. But that's because that arena was like a 20,000 tops, or like 18,000 tops, and they get rid of several sections for the entrance, and then you have to cut off certain sections that wouldn't see anything, and then certain areas in the crowd where they have to put production equipment,
right,
and chairs and stuff to fall on. So, man, that is not disappointing, but I would expect bigger.
Yeah, you would think. Speaking of the WWE, so like we said, they had Backlash this past weekend. It started off, they had who was it? Io Sky and Bianca Belair, which again is interesting because Belair I think is the Raw Women's Champion, and she got drafted to SmackDown
or something like that.
That. It was interesting. Bleacher Report gave it the match an A rating. I did not. I was nowhere near that. What? I was like at a C, maybe a C+.
Oh, it was fun.
It was an interesting match. I like that they didn't get the distraction to the very, very end. But a lot of it looks sloppy to me. Not saying I'm the best professional wrestler ever or anything like that, because obviously I've never done it before. I have taken a frog splash before though.
It's true.
But yeah, to me it was a little slow and a little lackluster.
I have to disagree. I thought it was a great match. I love the crowd cheering for Io Sky instead of Bianca Belair for once. Knew it was going to end. I mean, obviously. And then real quick, for Richard's question in the comments, are you going to Texas for the Jake Paul fight? Absolutely not. I am no Jake Paul fights for me. I think it's all rigged. I'm sorry.
What did it say about EO?
And then I think EO is about to turn face. Actually, yeah, I think that might happen. They're like kind of hinting that she's being held back by the group or something. People like her. People like her a lot.
Especially down there, man. She got a loud pop for her down there. That was crazy. I was not expecting that.
Awesome.
So next up was Omos and Seth Rollins, with Seth Rollins getting the win. Bleacher Report gave it a B minus. I'm probably right there with the B.
Sounds fair. That sounds fair. I gotta say, Omos is getting the short end of the stick on this. He just keeps losing, and for being such a big guy, it's like, damn. Sooner or later, he's got to beat somebody.
Yeah. Up next, you had Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat for the American. Yeah, United States
Championship. Yeah.
Austin Theory being the winner. Bleacher Report gives it a B. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good match. I'm not a big Bronson Reed fan anyway.
I am.
I like Austin Theory way better. I like Bobby Lashley way better. So he was like the bottom of my list.
I like all three of these guys that are in this match. I mean, Bronson Reed's not your typical looking wrestler, just a big old hulking dude. And I think he's awesome.
That is true. That is true.
So up next we had Vega and Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I gotta say, I don't think Selena is champion material right now, but she put on a really good show. She looked amazing. I love this match. They gave it a B plus. I gave it an A.
She's gorgeous. Nah, that's a B. I think Io Sky and what's her name did better. I think the crowd for Selena Vega though was great, so that was awesome. I'm glad she was in that match.
But yeah, I loved her Puerto Rican themed get up
ring attire.
Yeah, and I like that they changed the colors of the LWO to match that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Have you noticed though? I know you're probably gonna go into it right now, the next match, so I'll hold off on it.
So Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. I gotta be honest. I'm not a fan of Priest in any way, shape, or form.
Not really.
I'm just she's never struck me as an entertaining wrestler.
But you'll see that he wears shirts that have himself on it that aren't Judgment Day shirts. They're same color as Latino World Order. So like, wait, what's that all about? And I don't know if Dominic Mysterio has any like that as well. But it'd be curious to see. I just go to the website; they have them all on there anyway. I'm pretty sure you can find one. But I would assume that right now he'd be wearing just Judgment Day stuff. But that was a fun match too. There are a lot of surprise guests. Like in that one match, they had almost as many surprise guests as all WrestleMania had. So I don't know what they're doing there.
It said here that he wore all white with the Puerto Rican flag on his leg.
Yeah. But again, that's his hometown, I think, or close to.
And then of course they had run-ins from from both sides. The best one being Carlito.
That was. I'm not even a big Carlito fan, but it was good to see him.
Yeah.
He looks ripped.
Yeah.
He looks bigger than he did when he was wrestling.
Yeah, he did.
And then I'm with Richard on this comment right here. It was. I was going for Priest. It would have made sense for him to win and make Judgment Day look good. Yeah, especially when you have someone who's not a wrestler, beating the wrestler, the one that he trained for a match against someone like 2 years ago. It just, yeah, those moments they don't make much sense to me either.
Now it looks like the next one up was the Bloodline versus the WWE Unified Tag Team Champions and the original Bro, Matt Riddle. I'm glad to see back. I don't think enough people realize how talented Matt Riddle is. I mean, you go back to his UFC days, and there was one where he's fighting to get into the house, and I mean, he just demolished the guy he was on against. So he's a legit fighter. This guy,
he's impressive.
So yeah, the Bloodline wins, and this was okay to me. It wasn't the best, but it was okay.
No, I didn't care for it. They're always gonna win. Then I just I don't understand what they're building up for exactly. The we won, but there's still tension between them. Like then they don't have a win. Makes it so much. Yeah, whatever. Ugh, I don't care for the Bloodline.
And last up, we have the main event: Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Which I enjoyed how it started. I'm with I think Richard said this before. The ending was a little lackluster, but still great match for Brock Lesnar, especially because Cody Rhodes, did a lot of the work. And it lasted a lot longer than the usual Lesnar match, so that's also good. But I knew going in Cody Rhodes was going to win.
Yeah, too.
That's the only thing I saw on Twitter as far as spoilers go, because I had no idea what was happening. I think I came out of the restaurant, looking at my phone. I even told, hey, Backlash was on tonight. Busy in the middle of Cards Against Humanity and Coup. And actually, speaking of those games, there's two gentlemen over there who taught us how to play Coup and just absolutely destroyed me at it. So that was fun. If anyone knows what the game that is, it is some good stuff. A lot to explain on camera, but if you like board games, or in this case, a card game, really, you're gonna dig it.
I don't know if I consider it a weak ending. I thought it was unique, to be honest with you. That's one they don't really do a lot. So I have to say I liked it.
I will say it makes Cody Rhodes look smarter, and it doesn't make Brock Lesnar look weaker. Like, he didn't get beat again. Really, he got tricked. He got outplayed. So it might be better for both of them the way it ended. And I see it continuing their feud, though.
Yes.
That's the thing, and I don't want that. I want him to go take the damn belt. I'm tired of Roman Reigns having one.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say about that. But I don't even know if Cody Rhodes and him are on the same
different shows.
Yeah, so that doesn't even matter. What I want is not going to happen. Oh well. So different belt for it. What do you call it? And of course, Roman got the night off. Yep. He's going to have a lot of that, though, especially since you have two belts now. Your pay-per-views for 3 in a row can defend, I guess, Raw, or is he on Raw?
Roman Reigns is on SmackDown.
Okay, so you could have Raw champion defend 3, pay-per-views in a row, and then he hops in for the 4th one for Survivor Series or SummerSlam. Or obviously WrestleMania. It's gonna be like that. The bigger ones he'll be on, and then he doesn't have to do anything until then.
Yeah. So with probably want Roman to get 1,000 days. I mean, I hope not. I am such not a fan of him being champion.
It's gonna happen.
I hope not. That'd be the worst thing.
The worst part of
thing
it
ever. Yeah. I told the last what I was thinking about that because that bummed me out.
It is, but I'm already prepared for it.
Are you?
I'm done assuming he's gonna lose. It just makes no sense that he would at this point.
Yeah.
Who's left that he hasn't beat?
I think that maybe Solo and the Usos are gonna get into it one time when he needs them, and they forget to come out because they're going at it, and that costs him the belts. That I'd like to see.
I don't think so. I think that's even like I just don't see a way that they do it now, because you have nobody left. What are you gonna do? Have Gunther beat him? Maybe. After that, there's a whole bunch of tag teams and factions, but they've already proved that all the other factions aren't gonna beat them because they've already beaten them as well.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they beat Judgment Day. They beat the OC or whatever they call themselves. Latino World Order, they're not going to let them win. That's not going to happen. Which one of them gets the belt? Rey Mysterio? Not again.
Yeah.
He's not going to get another run. Maybe for U.S. title or Intercontinental, maybe.
Or tag team, they do Freebird style where anybody can defend it.
Yeah, maybe that. But it's not going to be for that. Edge needs the belt one more time before hanging it up. That would be wonderful, but I don't see Edge beating him either. I don't think they want to show an old guy beating the younger guy, even though Roman Reigns has been around for a minute now. Yeah, I just don't see a logical person. And people in NXT coming up, I don't see them either. Just don't see a star that they want to push harder.
No, I agree with you 100% on all that.
Actually, I agree with that, Richard. The Miz would be the one. Actually, I think it was like Raw 300 or something. They did it in Madison Square Garden, and Miz beat him for the Intercontinental. That was great. That made me a happy camper. All right, we're about halfway through, and I'm about less than halfway through my cigar. I definitely lit up about 5 minutes in, so it's been 25 minutes. I've got at least another half hour on this guy. Smoking very well, slow, delicious flavors, not too heavy, a little bit of pepperiness to it. It is a Connecticut that you want, not one that you just like, it's just a round. This is I think the epitome of what a good Connecticut should be. Not too light, not muted in flavors, not just a bunch of hay notes and grassy notes. There's more to it. There's a little bit of sweetness, spice sweetness, and a little bit of wood. And then the rest is just back filler, which I think is exactly what I want out of my Connecticut.
No, I think this should go without saying, but this happened on Thursday, and I forgot to talk about it on Friday. Make sure you guys take the bands off your cigars when you get down there, because you don't want to smoke through that.
What'd you do?
No, it wasn't me. This kid comes in and picks up a cigar from the humidor, comes back outside, and he's looking around at the Fuente stuff, and he asked me if this is any good. I'm like, I can't see, what is that? So Angel share. Oh, it's fantastic, great cigar. Okay, I'm gonna take it and stop. I'm spending a little money. I was like, all right, cool. So he buys it. He walks around at the car show that was going on outside. Comes back, says, "Yeah, I don't know if maybe I lit it wrong or what's going on, but it's only lighting on one side." And sure, in fact, it was just lighting on one side. He was canoeing, and I think it's because he didn't like the whole cigar. He only liked like the top part. So that's all that was really burning. While the rest of the bottom part wasn't combusted all the way. But when he came in, he also had the double band, and one of them was already burnt all the way off. The other one was starting to burn.
Oh, he's going straight through him.
Straight through him.
Did he not know, or
he did not realize? So I told him, "Hey, you want to take these off? These are not going to add flavor to your cigar."
I mean, they might have, but not good flavor.
Yeah. So we got through that problem. By the time he showed me his cigar, like the entirety of the damage was done, I told him just to take it from the back, clip it, and light it up again. It was that bad.
That's rough, especially with an Angel share.
Yeah.
And like you said, you want to spend a little money on himself. If you want to spend a little money on yourself, guys, and you want to get into the raffle, which I will put up right now. Let me make sure. Yep, I got the picture on here. Let's do this so we get this raffled off and get it into somebody's hands. Bottle of Jack Daniel's Sinatra, 3 count of cigars, cutter, lighter, tasting glasses, and a travel case to go along with said cigars. $25 a spot. We are about halfway through the spots. I think if maybe not a little bit more. I don't have the number in my head at the moment. But if you want a free spot, get any 3 packs, and we'll get you a spot in there too. And it's $90 for 3 packs right now. So if you like all the Gordo, the big guys, which are 40 usually, you save $30 right there.
Mm-hmm.
So you also get the spot and a discount on it. So that's a double win for you. And I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys win more than I want to see Roman Reigns win for sure. And I want to go to this question too from Richard. What would your entrance music be if you had a big match, and what cigar are you smoking on your way to the ring? I'm going to pick Supervillain from, what the hell's the band name? I have no idea, but I have it like right here on my phone. I know I do. Come on. Stiletto and Silent Child. That's the only song I know from either of them, but it's a great song. And to walk out, Man of War. That's a cigar. Victory cigar, California Dreamin'.
Oh, I feel good. Okay. I would probably walk out with an Atabay.
Classy.
And as far as I'm trying to picture what song I would walk out to, but I just don't see one fitting right now.
You don't see one fitting right now?
No, because I'm going through my whole motions. Like, am I gonna do like Brock Lesnar kick and punch? Am I gonna do HBK pose it? What am I gonna be doing for my entrance? So once I can think of that, I'll get back to this question.
That's fair.
Then Richard, for you or anybody else is going to be in Dallas or Dallas area, Monday the 23rd.
23rd, yes.
23rd, no, Tuesday the 23rd. Sorry, Carlito Fuente is going to be at the Blue Smoke in Dallas. I did not know this because we were trying to get everything ready. One of my buddies said to me, "I'm say, why aren't you coming on Tuesday?" Because we don't have anything on Tuesday. The event starts on Friday. It's like, oh, Carlito's going to be here on Tuesday. I was like, oh man, I wish you would have known. So we've been fumbling around looking for last minute tickets so you can find anything. And of course, we need a room for a couple of nights because our room's over by the convention center,
and not for those nights.
Right.
And it's difficult last minute. That's as close to last minute as I've ever had to look. Really, I don't do that. Are you a face or a heel? Definitely going heel. Everyone, I want to be the bad guy. All right, that's the song too itself. Supervillain, definitely a bad guy song. Ooh, not bad. Ghoul Town, Under the Phantom Moon. Smoke a Punch Diablo to walk out. Not bad. I like that. I like that messaging right there. I think going bad guy too.
It's a good one.
I've always thought the other way around. I'd like boxers or UFC fighters to walk in with WWE music, and I wonder if they'll be able to do that now with not the merger of the companies, but like the partnership a little bit under the same umbrella for UFC and WWE. That would be awesome to see one of Matt Riddle's old training buddies going out to his song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't make much sense because Bro is very specific to one dude, the original Bro, obviously, but it'd be pretty damn spectacular. I think you get a big pop out of that crowd.
Oh, definitely.
The more you can entertain people, the better chances are they're going to pay money to go watch the pay-per-view when they're not there. They're going to go in, pay whatever you want for those tickets. And they all know that already because there's spectacle. It's all spectacle sport. That's why they're shoving each other at the friggin' weigh-ins. They're saying, eat your children during the interviews and stuff. None of it is real. They don't really hate each other. Maybe some of them do after a while because some of the trash talk does get pretty personal. But it's a real form of WWE. They're really fighting. They're really hurting each other. But the rest of it, I feel, is all spectator sport. It's all made to make you want to watch the fights. So the next fight they get more money. And nothing wrong with that because they're putting their body on the line. You don't get that many fights in your life, especially in the UFC. I think it's a lot shorter a career than boxer.
Oh, yeah.
So you gotta try to cash in as much as you can, as quick as you can. And they don't really get paid all that well. It just doesn't seem like it, especially the guys who are starting the cards out, fighting before the crowds even get there. A little easier again on boxers because they can do that, more consistently. I think a boxer can probably get a couple more fights in a year than a UFC fighter could, not because of lack of dedication. I just think it's a little heavier on the body. You're not getting in too many arm locks, hopefully, or kicks to the leg as a boxer. I would hope so, at least. John, how you doing? John is checking. That's the wrong John. I'm talking about a good John over here. One that doesn't screw me over and coup. You can suck it. Anyway, John is watching over on YouTube. For those, again, who don't know, we are simulcasting to YouTube, Facebook, and to Twitter right now. So you just pick your favorite social media and ignore the other ones. It's totally cool. Everyone loves Miguel. They said it on. It's like half the comments on here. Oh man, I don't even know why I want to say this. I just love Miguel today. It's like, yeah, it's too many comments like that. So So John here in studio, John in club is wrong, and he is a bully. And I have firsthand knowledge because I was sitting on the couch this Saturday, being told how much of a bully he was, and it all rang true. It was 100% true. I think he does performance enhanced. He instigates fights. Yes, I saw that. He assassinates people, just video game or just board game ways, but it still counts. It still hurts. Still fucking hurt my feelings. God damn it. I couldn't fucking hold it together. Damn it. Go.
Wow.
I got destroyed. It was bad. It was like I was basically just like a cow, and they were milking it for everything it was worth. It was terrible. Oh, it hurt.
And then we had the question at the top of the hour about the Lakers playing tonight. They play tonight 10 Eastern, 7 our time. They're up 2-1. The game 3 that they played was incredible. They won by 30 points, and I think they're going to continue to win. I don't see the Warriors not winning at least one more, but I don't see them winning the series. I see the Lakers moving on.
I see the Lakers moving on. Celtics winning the whole thing. I think the Celtics are gonna.
I had the Celtics win the whole thing as well.
Yeah, I like the Celtics better. I don't like LeBron James. Sorry, I just don't care for that guy. If he was not on the Lakers, I'd be going for the Lakers. But he is still a really good player. I mean, he does well. How many more seasons does that guy have left in him, though, for reals?
Oh, quite a few.
I think like 3.
Yeah, quite a few.
Nah, yeah, he'll be there a while. I don't think he's leaving LA. That's where he's gonna end up, or just end playing. Will be in LA, which is not a bad place to be. I mean, you saw the crowd beforehand, and they're showing like cameras right in their friggin' face too. Like my hand's the camera right there on a bunch of celebrities, and they have to pay for those tickets. I'm pretty sure, or at least get someone like
gives them. Get comped.
They get tickets quite often.
Yeah, I doubt they pay for that shit.
But still, you don't want a camera in your face everywhere you go. But I guess at a certain point, you no longer really have the option of.
I think that's part of the trade-off.
That would make sense.
Here, Kevin Hart, here's your tickets. We're gonna come.
Can we show you on the camera on the jumbotron? Nicolas Cage, not Nicolas Cage, Jack Nicholson. Gosh dang it, I get them mixed up. Is a season ticket holder.
Mhm.
He has been for like decades. So that's a different one for him, I think. Which is why you don't see him on the screen like that, but he is like in the background of a lot of videos.
Mhm.
That dude is a huge Laker fan. Have a good one, Mike. I have no problem with any teams going right now, but since the Warriors are current champs, I'd like to see someone else win it. I don't know. I always like to see the back to backs. I feel like that was a dig. I feel like that was a dig at me. I'm gonna let that slide. Jack Nicolas Cage. Yeah, that's exactly the real name. Him and Jacob James Almost. Everyone knows that's his real name. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore this. I'm gonna ignore this peanut gallery. Anyway,
that's not very believable to be like Miguel almost tied for last.
You know what? I'm gonna go with this comment over here. Warriors in 7.
Yeah, so
I
my
don't see it.
buddy, he
I don't
works
see it.
at the lounge over at the 8 in Resort
Oh
World,
yeah.
and he's one of the tobacconists over there. And his first post once the Lakers and Warriors game 1 was on was Warriors in 4. Then he said Warriors in 5, Warriors in 6. It's like, come on, bro.
Little by little. Well, you know what? One of them might be right until he's literally scamping.
And then today's his was the sweep starts today.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't they have to now?
Oh, no, they
they
can
don't
lose.
have to. Yeah, one more.
They can lose one more and they have to win out. Yeah.
All right. So he still backed himself into the corner. Just say,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna do well. It's like
But
one
at
of
least
those.
he has his faith though.
Yeah, hold on to that faith. Don't do the tattoo thing though.
No.
What's the Cowboy fan that does it?
He tattooed himself. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, they're gonna win that year
Yeah.
Super Bowl and then even make playoffs. Yeah.
Crosses it out. I'm like, oh, let's add another one. Who do you see advancing between the Suns and the Nuggets? I don't know.
The Nuggets. Yeah, they're not gonna beat the Nuggets. I am a huge Kevin Durant fan, but the Suns are not gonna beat them. Sorry to say.
All right.
What's gonna be awesome is that next year Kevin Durant's gonna get traded or go into free agency. I forget his contract, and he's gonna go to the Lakers. And I'll have a relationship for the Lakers.
How likely is that actually happening though?
Not like
I was like, really? Like, yeah. Wasn't there was a dude who just played like 20-something years, just retired, I think, too. I forgot what team he was playing for. But you see him, and I didn't even know he was in the league. And he looks old, but he just went off for like 40-some points in his last game. It was I gotta look that up because it was a really cool story. His teammates actually like chipped in and got him this badass rocking chair for retirement, and it's like that's pretty hilarious because he's playing with like early 20-year-olds and still doing well.
Yeah.
And the fact that, they respected him so much and they're still joking with him, that's a cool story. Those are sports stories that you like to hear. And there are, littered throughout all sports, all different leagues, whatever you might be into. Except for in soccer. Soccer's boring. No,
Soccer sucks.
Soccer's good for some. I'm just not a fan. Definitely not a fan. But it is now, if the numbers are correct, the 3rd most popular sport in the U.S., not including racings.
Oh, I was like,
yeah. If you go,
NASCAR is number 1.
If you go team wise, it is football, baseball, hockey, or soccer, hockey. Basketball is not even top 3.
Really?
Yeah, but that was crazy.
Wow, I want to see the research on that one. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us today.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back on Wednesday. And really quick, for those of you guys, again, in the Dallas area, on the 23rd of this month, it looks like Carlito Fuente is going to be at Blue Smoke in Dallas. So I don't know if they're having tickets or dinner or what it is. But if you guys can make it, get out there and say hi.
Check it out, yes. And do me a favor again, check out our sponsors, Artista Cigars, Cigar Heritage Festival, all 3 lounges. You have Lord Puffer Cigars in Escondido. You got the Grand Cigar Cathedral and Cigar Heritage and Wine, both in Florida. So you got a lot of options to check that out, as well as check us out on all the different podcast formats. If you'd rather listen to this afterwards, that's where it will be. Check us out over on Twitter, Instagram, and Rumble now, along with Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, and the one that I cannot remember off the top of my head. But I promise you it's on there. Anyway, guys, y'all have a good one. Get your tickets for the raffle. and we'll be back Wednesday, and we'll be back tonight over on 505 Cigar Reviews, talking
On
to
Instagram.
our buddy Daniel on Instagram. Yeah, so very much looking forward to that, guys. All right, y'all have a good one. Talk to you soon.
See you guys.